hopefully you checked out the first part of this video about circadian time clock, and our time is in our retina and we need to get that right. Okay, well, what I want to do is I just want to explain a little bit really quickly about some of the things we are not doing enough of and some of the things we are doing too much of. Have any ideas?
I have a feeling I'm in trouble.
Okay, well, we'll see. So basically, how many of you guys are actually up around sunrise, and if you are actually looking out and getting your retina on the sun? You can't have any glass, no sunglasses. You have to get up, and if it's too late, sunrise right around now in California is around just short of 6 o'clock. And if you if you get out and just look at it as it's coming up for 2 to 3 minutes, that's all you need. And here's the reason. There's a color temperature of each of the 7 colors in the sun, and here's why it's important. The blue light in the sun at sunrise is at a color temperature of something called kelvins, and it's at 1800 kelvins. Did you know that?
Nope.
Not a clue. Okay. Most people don't. I didn't, but I do now. And now you guys do too. So it's 1800 Kelvin, and as the sun rises through the day, at solar noon, it is at 5700 Kelvin, big number.
Yep.
And it goes back down at sunset. So here's the important thing. When you look at the sun and it's at 1800 Kelvin, that is setting your time clock. It's telling your time clock in your retina that all of these hormones have to be released. Certain hormones have to stop, like melatonin. You guys have heard that? Have you heard of melatonin?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. Melatonin helps you sleep. And so during the day, you don't want to sleep. Hopefully.
Not usually.
Okay, and melatonin gets shut down, okay? And just a number of things between 6 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the morning happen when you look at that sun and it shows 1800 Kelvin. So every device that you guys own, the device you're looking at us and watching us right now on, your computers, your televisions, your overhead lighting, is almost all LED, especially the devices. They are LED lit, and those are manufactured at a color temperature of 5700 Kelvin. Good to know.
Yep.
And what does that mean? That means that when you look at your device, you're looking at high noon, okay? So what happens, what do you do the first thing when you get up in the morning? Do you look at your device?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Busted. So she looks at her device, and when you look at your device, you are looking at 5700 Kelvin. And even if it's 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, it doesn't matter. So what is your brain telling you?
It's high noon.
It's high noon. And you know what that means? Your brain is thinking, oh darn, I overslept, and it fast forwards through all of those important things that it's supposed to do, and it doesn't do them. Your melatonin gets shut down, you wonder why you're sleepy and need coffee. Your growth hormone, your pituitary, all the hormones that are supposed to get your day up and running fast forward, and they don't happen, okay? What are we doing? What are you doing at 9:30 at night?
Oh, I may be checking out some television program.
Okay, if we're watching television, if we're looking at our devices, what is our brain thinking?
It's high noon.
It's high noon. Mm-hmm. And when it's high noon, all of the things that are supposed to happen as the sun is going down, all of the hormones to ramp up that melatonin to get you ready for bed, it's not happening. And so how many of you guys out there have trouble sleeping? How many of you guys are taking melatonin? I just got buzzed. Oops, and my wife's not afraid of that stuff.
No.
So
Yes, I am.
she is. She's a trooper right now. So how many of you guys are taking sleep aids, taking melatonin, anything to help you sleep? How many of you are staying asleep all night? Okay, if you're not, it has something to do with everything we just talked about.
And can I add, I work in a health food store, and what we get a bulk of the people coming in with is sleeping problems.
Sleeping problems, as Jackie just said, people coming into her health food store
My health food store.
are complaining of having trouble sleeping. So that's the biggest reason. Everybody's circadian time clock, your biologic time clock, is off, okay? We need to fix it. So let's talk some more about that. But until we do,
Rise and shine early, people. Look at the sun.
Get your retina on the sun.
Get your retina on the sun.
All right, guys, have a great night.